Yeah, I think the challenge that everybody has is they think they are like everybody else, but ultimately there's no customer like the other guys. So some are clearly just NPI, and they have NPI here in the States, for example, and then maybe mass volume manufacturing in Mexico. And they try out a new product on the NPI line, everything works great, they want to deploy it to Mexico for mass production, and it's a whole different story. So I think that's one of the challenges, to be versatile, to be able to offer a solution that works for that specific application, for that specific customer, for a fairly specific product range. And ultimately it's not coming down to offering the one perfect solution, but a flexible solution that you might be able to adjust and adapt to future needs.
I think regardless of Markus had a very good point, regardless of who we are partnering with, the openness has to be there. Now, we happen to work very well with both of these companies because we have a similar corporate culture, right? Yeah. And that pays a dividend. I also believe that part of the reason we see such unique engineering solutions coming from Germany is the fact that labor is expensive in Germany, and by design, over the years, this has been a necessity, not an option, right? So combine that with the culture of the country, and the entry into engineering curriculums at a very young age. It's very, very important to be able to have an agnostic solution across multiple platforms.
Another thing I would add is, with the contract manufacturers, it would be helpful for us also if we had maybe a little more detailed understanding sometimes of how they do their costing models or analysis. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it's proprietary or confidential, but it'd be helpful for us from an equipment supplier standpoint to know about the factors, for example, utility costs, maintenance costs, because we're in a very mature industry. We all recognize that this SMT is pretty mature. Now we're in the areas where things like being able to add capacity very quickly with like SIPLACE equipment, those are value adds. Having reduced utility costs, reduced power consumption, reduced nitrogen consumption, and very importantly for reflow ovens, reduced maintenance can be a huge advantage, maybe over another competing piece of equipment. But if we don't understand how these calculations are done, then it's difficult for us to educate or inform the customer of what some potential benefits that they may not be realizing even exist because they're not looking at it possibly. So from my standpoint, that would be very helpful for us.